Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Now, my favorite part is warming up the Zumba. I really get into the Zumba.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's...
I'm gonna give you a countdown, alright, Brian? Episode 16. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Energy Podcast. My name is Brian Landeros, and today we have some very special guests in the building. TANYA CRUZ and Memo Flores. Thank you guys for joining us, and we're gonna have a really good discussion today. We got a lot going on. August is a very busy month, so yeah, let's get right into it. I don't have any notes. Usually I prepare something, but this time we're just gonna go on the fly because, you know, that's what we do.
Uh-oh.
Just go on the fly.
All right.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
So we're just gonna go ahead and address the big elephant in the room. You guys are wearing the big Cristians Big Heart T-shirts, all red. I mean, you can't miss them. Tell us a little bit more about that. Who wants to
Okay.
go?
I'm going to start.
Go
First
T.
4 years, we were blue and gold, and we were Chargers theme because
Yeah.
that was his favorite team. His ashes actually have the LT ball signed, and his ashes are underneath it. This year, for his 5th year anniversary, we decided to go back to his favorite color, what we
Red.
would have wanted to start with, but since Chargers are gone, and it's 5 years, and red was the theme of his celebration of life. All you guys
Yeah, I
carrying the
remember that.
casket,
Yeah, I
you guys
remember
all
that.
were red. All his friends were red. So it was that in soccer jerseys, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're going back to
Back to
what he
reds.
would have loved. Yeah.
Dude, he would have loved it. It's
The
crazy.
red looks pretty.
It just stands out. Like, you can't miss it. I'm like, dude, Big Heart goes right with it.
Yep.
Well, for most people that don't know
Yeah.
what it's all about, is our son Christian actually passed away one day shy of his 19th birthday from sudden cardiac arrest, which is the number one cause of death among student athletes. Most families don't understand this, Brian. And so, you know, we're encouraging most of our friends and family to go out there and get some heart screens because we want to make a difference. So, Christian, and we say Cristians Big Heart Run because Christian,
Literally had a big heart. Literally.
you know him. You know
Yeah,
him.
of course.
You know, so you know how he is, and you know, this is the way we keep his legacy going. So Christian would have been today your age, 23.
Oh, that's crazy.
Turning 24 soon.
23.
24. Yeah, he was the baby. I remember it was him, Sebi.
Youngest of the
Yeah,
group.
he was the youngest,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
September.
Damn, that's crazy. So 5 years ago, like, I mean, it's just crazy for me, like, from the beginning when it started at Montevaya to how much it's growing every year, more and more. I mean, and just bringing the community together, and then even the heart screenings. I know that the proceeds that we collect from the race goes to Eric Perez Foundation.
Yeah.
And they go ahead and do free heart screenings. What, 6 times a month?
No,
Yeah.
6 times a year. Well, 6 times a month. Not yet. We're not there. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Slow down.
But this year also, though, the money, a lot of money is being donated. There's an initiative with the Sweetwater and the Chula Vista school districts. The Greg Cox donated half the money. He said if Chula Vista School District, Sweetwater School District, Eric Perez, and Cristians Big Heart combined can pay for half, I'll pay for the other half. So he donated $75,000, and between Eric Perez and Cristians Big Heart is a total of 20 we're donating.
Oh, my
which
goodness.
2080s.
I know
2080.
we're going to get even more, and then
Yeah,
we're
of
going to help
course.
with the local youth sports programs because it's going to be required by them starting next year.
And it's crazy how it was never a requirement before, and all these kids were just out there playing, and for all they knew, they were just, you know, tired, you know, fatigued. But then, really, in reality, they were, you know, something was really wrong with them inside.
Yeah.
Well, that was Christian, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Christian, we have 5 boys, you know, and ages 26, 25, 23, 15, and 14. And so Christian, well, you know him. He was very active. He would ride his bike 75 miles, which was incredible.
Dude, Christian was in great shape. I remember at one point he looked all trapped out.
Well, there
I'm
you
like,
go.
what the
Bigger than you.
Yeah, he was.
You know?
He's a big boy.
So seeing that he's a big boy, seeing that he's so athletic and so healthy, like, we didn't think there was a heart problem.
Right. Like we were saying today, you never think it's you. Like, what? Oh, no, that doesn't happen to me. Like we were talking in the meeting today, like, that's not going to happen to me.
Yeah.
That happens to other people until it happens to you.
Until it happens to you. Exactly.
Can we talk about that statistic that you mentioned yesterday as well?
Yeah, so the statistics prove right now that sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 cause of death among student athletes. And it's actually the #1 killer in the nation. But, a lot of times people think because you experience dizziness or, you're a little dehydrated or fatigued, they're blaming it on dehydration.
A lot of it's dehydration. Yeah, they say.
Because it's like the common symptoms and stuff.
Well, no one knows. Like, you can't read the heart from the outside. So it's like, for all they know, like, yeah, you're just tired.
You're just tired.
You're just tired.
Exactly. And, these kids are out there overexerting themselves. And so now that the word's spreading and it's becoming more, people are becoming more aware, people are seeing it like, oh, this kid just collapsed.
Yeah.
He's playing soccer and he just collapsed. Mm-hmm. Right? And the problem is the only thing that's going to actually revive that child or kid or teenager or adult for that matter is an AED.
CPR and AED machine.
Exactly. So when we go to the EP Save a Life and they do the heart screenings, this is exactly what we're teaching these little kids, and they're learning how to do CPR. They're understanding how to even use an AED. You don't have to be a doctor or a nurse to
save a life.
Exactly.
And I think it was awesome the fact that you guys went down to teach like the kids, because most of the times you're running around playing with your friends and you don't know any better, and then you said something earlier today that once you see someone that you love, like, and they're in pain or they're going through something and you can't do nothing about it, at least having that little piece of information, knowing how to just helping them breathe again, get their heart back going, is like literally could be life-saving, or the factor between them living and their parents being happy and their whole family staying together.
That's an awesome point.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that, but I'm glad that you bring that up. It's like, your child collapses there, or for that matter, you're a coach.
Yeah.
Right? You're coaching these kids. And all of a sudden, they fall on the ground. What do I do? How do I do this? Well, at least now we're teaching these people, these coaches, how to take the proper measures to save a life.
And I think that's the most important thing, being able to provide that information, because you don't know what you don't know, and the times that it comes up, if you don't know what to do, you just like, oh crap.
I can tell you that nowadays people are maybe starting to see things more. Yesterday I was in the hospital with a football player that was having a lot of issues after the game. So he had his CT scan. They gave him an EKG. So I was amazed, and I was like, wow, this is cool. They actually gave him an EKG just to make sure he was okay. So that's a forward step.
And then they also mentioned that in your physicals, they don't check your heart. Why do you guys think that is?
It's too expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
And to think, and then to think that like all the money that we spend on healthcare and stuff like that, that'd be able to be covered in your, your plan or whatever it is. Yep. But
the only way they check you is if you say someone in your immediate family has had a heart condition, yes. So now that Christian's had it, everyone in our family, brothers, us, parents, we all get checked no matter what. It's on everything now. I did their football registration physical form. The doctor has to write it on there now. It's on there.
But I feel like that's so unfortunate that it has to come to that point where someone in your family has to die or something like that needs to happen in order for it to become an actual regular checkup that needs to go on your doctor checkups.
Yeah. Well, even then, it isn't until you ask for it, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So Ashton and Dylan, immediately when that happened to, Christian, we wanted to take the proper measures again and get them all screened. Yeah. Right? So we just didn't do an echocardiogram. We actually went further and we did an EKG and we did an echo. So the echo actually does, it's like an ultrasound. Okay. Actually, I'm sorry, it is an ultrasound. So they're going in there, making sure that all your blood vessels, everything's, in the proper place and functioning properly, and that you're getting the proper, heartbeats per minute, etc. Right, so, it's just taking that extra precaution. If we have the insurance.
Yeah, why not? Right, it covers you.
Come on now.
Well, see, and then if you don't have the insurance, that's what we're raising the money for, is Eric Paredes, where you get free heart screenings. I mean, they have like 800, we have 800 to 1,200 people at a single screening in one day from 8 to like 2, 3-ish.
And
it's crazy.
We've been out there, and it's just crazy how like the kids go and they're like, no, like I don't want to go, like I just like, you know, this is dumb. But then you realize that like, yo, like this could be the deciding factor of your life, you know, like or you could get your life saved, or potentially your little brothers for that matter, you know. And like they come out and they're all like, okay, I'm healthy, like it wasn't that bad.
Exactly.
There's generally always one person at least that's very severe and may need surgery. And then not only are the kids learning the CPR and the AED, the parents are too. Whoever brings them, they're learning the same thing. So it's pretty neat.
How often should someone get checked? I feel like that's something that they'll understand.
What they do is, even when you're a teen and you got checked, it doesn't mean you're free. And it's like good. They actually recommend that you do when you're young, 4 to 6 years. Okay. Once you reach 40 and over, they recommend that you try to do it at least between 2 and 4 years.
Okay.
So, you know, as we get up, I call it as we get younger.
As we get younger.
Just got to get a little more checked and just a little be, you know, cautious.
As you become more vintage.
Vintage, that's a better name.
Worth a little more.
Yeah. You know, the older you get, the more it's worth.
So you guys are already doing this for 5 years now, right?
This is our fifth.
year.
Yes.
Yes.
So how do you guys feel from the first year to now, you know, being the 5th year? You know, do you guys feel like you're more like in control? You guys know exactly
Let
what
me
you're
tell
getting
you, the
yourself
first year I didn't get to enjoy it. I didn't get to see anything. This is the guy that's our public relations, so he gets to say hi to everyone, talks to everyone, you know, and then I'm running around. That's good because we need to say hi, because in my head I don't remember anyone who was there.
Yeah.
So at least he can tell me, oh yeah, I said hi to this person. Myself, I was running around like crazy. So the first year was crazy. Yeah. But since that point, now all my family, all our friends have gotten involved, and they run it for us, with us.
And it's awesome, like you said, it's ran by the family.
It's ran by
literally.
the family.
Family and friends just.
That's amazing. The people that come together to just literally share their time. Like there's nothing out of this besides, you know, providing information and helping others spread the word.
Donate their time.
Yeah,
right?
donate their time.
Donating their time, and most of our friends, family, they all have children.
Yeah.
So they just want to get involved because they see the importance of it. They see the passion that we have. You know, if I'm backtracking from the first year to now, it's still nerve-wracking.
Yeah, of course.
It's still a difficult time for us to go through what we're going through. You know, so the reason when we come in and do these things is because we want to make sure that we're a voice in our community.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the way I feel like it's like we're the lifeguard, right? And we're just kind of patrolling everything, making sure everybody's swimming properly, you know? And it's at our watch. And on my watch, I don't want something like this to happen to any family member, to anyone in my community. And that's why we're so passionate. We're just pushing and pushing, encouraging family. I'm encouraging my own family to go out there and take their kids. Yeah. I have family members like, this is at home, and we have these free heart screenings that the EP Save a Life put on 6 times a year. You know what happens, Brian, a lot of times?
None of them go. Well, because it goes back to, like, that's never going to happen to me.
Yeah.
And it
but
sucks.
It's there, it did.
And it sucks because,
but
like...
it did, you know what I mean?
To us.
Yeah.
But
You know what I mean? Like, it just sucks because it's like you giving them the opportunity, but they're like, I don't want to...
I don't got time because my Sundays... I got to go do something else, right?
But just like we always say...
And it's kind of like, you know... It's a Sunday and they have something to do, or they have a game or something, and I can't miss that game. Like, are you serious?
I just feel like when people say, yeah, no,
they don't want to go.
I had the opportunity to get my checkup. It was cool. They connect a whole bunch of little things on you. They read you your whatever comes out, and then you're either you get the thumbs up, you get the thumbs to the side, or you got to go to the other doctor. Yeah. So I got a thumbs up.
You're the Hulk?
No, at that time I still was.
This way you're gonna discover, right? Like, oh, Brian.
I was like Captain America, still skinny, and then I went through the lab, and then.
Okay, relax. Relax.
Hey, you opened the can for that one, bro. You set me up.
So that was the thing. He was volunteering, and I made sure to ask him, Brian, have you gotten screened? And he's like, no.
What are you doing?
We're getting. Let's go out there, fill out the paperwork. How long did that take you to do, Brian?
It honestly took like probably like 5 minutes, and you go by station to station, and each station they're teaching you CPR, they're teaching you, you know, heart information, you know, just important information you should know that you don't get taught or you don't pay attention to when they do teach it to you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it goes really fast, you know, it doesn't cost anything, which is the best thing. And at the end of the day, you either get told how they're going to fix it, you know, there are people there to help you, or you come out fine and, you know, you just keep going on with your day.
I'm telling you, that's the beauty of combining forces with a great organization like EP Save a Life.
Yeah.
What Rena and Hector have done, they lost their son also in 2009. This is their 10th year.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it never gets easier. When losing a son, a daughter, you just can never imagine that's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sorry I'm getting a little emotional, but that's the reality. Those are the things that do happen. And I tell you, they actually saved my life is what I feel, because they gave me that encouragement to go make a difference because they're doing it. So I felt like I have to do it with them. It's a beautiful cause. It's a beautiful purpose. And there's nothing better than saving a life. You know, so I encourage my family. I encourage my friends. I encourage people who I meet, and I talk about it so freely. And maybe people think of it like I'm crazy. Like, this guy's just so uppity it up. How is it that they may misinterpret that, right? But I teach all my kids to make the best out of everything. And life is going to give us these life lessons. And unfortunately for me and my family, we lost our son. But we're going to make something positive about it, because I know Cristian, that's what he would have done. You know what I mean? That boy, he would have stepped into the game and he would have made a difference. Because that's what he does.
That's what he did always.
You know? So combining forces with Rena, which we get the privilege of seeing them often. Those people are so amazing. I love them so much. And everything that they're doing behind the scenes, I know the pain that they're going through. And it's just, I don't want to say it's great to relate that, but it's good to know that we're both have the same understanding. We understand each other, and we're just going to go make a difference.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it takes. And
it's like you could either, you know, sit and cry about it, which I know at times you have to. I mean, you got to let it out.
Look at me.
But, you know, when you come together with the people that feel the same pain, in numbers, you guys can make a difference like you are, you know, reaching out to the community, doing Cristian's Run, being at the heart screenings, which is, you know, carrying Cristian's legacy through that. You know, because he's never going to die as long as we keep doing this. He's always going to be here with us every year, August 25th at 9 a.m. at Rohr Park.
We're going to be last Sunday of every August. Last Sunday of every August.
It's a 2-for-1 special month today.
What? Everybody likes specials.
We all like specials, right? So the way I look at it is, it's a 2-for-1 special of saving a life, right? One, we're going to do a free heart screening August 18th, Sweetwater.
9
Thank
a.m.
God, again, we have the EP Save a Life, and Eric and their whole staff, their whole team, Maureen, everybody, I'm sorry, all the names, you guys have been wonderful. But they've done over 31,000 free heart screenings, guys. That is amazing. Like, who does that?
Do the math. That would have cost a lot.
Well, the math is that they've already caught over 240 severe cases, guys. I always say, you know what? I'll pay $1 million. I'll pay regardless whatever money to have my son back.
Yeah, of course.
So saving 200 some lives is just amazing, and they've already discovered over 300 plus, you know, abnormalities. As a matter of fact, our ambassador last year, you know,
Conrad.
8 years old. 8 years old. That is like Tanya grew up with Mitch, you know, and to discover that because of everything that he's been involved, he's been one of our biggest sponsors. We love Mitch. We love his family. And they, you know, this kid got the proper treatment because they knew the signs. They paid attention to the signs. And when their son, their heartbeat, he was saying, hey, my heart feels like it's going to come out of my chest, Mom. They immediately grabbed him, took him to Radies.
And they were able to save his life.
Saved his life, man. Saved his life.
Can I say something? Like, you know, talk about Cristian's legacy. Well, I guess just like his celebration of life, my big thing is I just want so many people just to come, of course, for their hearts and get screened and to raise awareness. And I want a lot of people to come, make lots of money so we can donate. But it's a weird comparison, but the younger people may know I've always wanted like his celebration of life, like Project X. That's his like... That was like his
like
thing.
That one time you guys left.
Like when we would leave out out of town, and the parties that would happen at my house, they would always text me pictures of Project X. So like, I just want, I want it to look like great. All these people out there supporting his life and this cause and his legacy.
Got goosebumps just thinking about that.
Cristian,
He's here with us.
you're still in trouble.
Oh,
You're
man.
still in trouble.
I remember, hey, bro, you're having a party? Yeah, bro, my parents are gone. All right.
I didn't hear that.
It's okay. We're able to talk about it now.
That was before cameras were installed in the house.
And then we would just cover them. Nah, just kidding.
No, you're not.
Anything else you guys would like to add before we switch topics?
So, once again, the 2-for-1 special is we do have the AP Save a Life August 18th. And then we have Cristians Big Heart Run on August 25th. And again, that is a fun one. We're going to have face painter out there. You're going to have us out there. Come on, Brian.
Dude, that's all the party you need.
Who needs a
I
party?
think the bounce house is more fun than you guys.
I feel pretty fun. What do you mean? At least we think we are.
The beauty of it is, I don't care if you're a beginner, a novice, and it doesn't matter. I'm going to be driving on a golf cart. You can get on with me. If we can get everybody on there, we'll get to see how the true runners actually
What did Billy say? I'm gonna need you to grab you by your pocket, and you could walk the whole way.
And I think we're gonna have first, second, third place this year. I think we're gonna have some prizes this year.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I should really start running my mile then.
Yes.
There we go.
At least it was Olympians cross country coach who won last year.
Oh yeah, it's true.
And then East Lake. No, it's a female.
Yeah, no.
And then an East Lake football player. And then Ashton, who cheated.
I remember that too.
So Cameron would have been third. So yeah.
I remember seeing Ashton, and then he's out back. I'm like, wait, where's the night behind? What's going on here?
Cameron was mad.
It's all about having fun.
It is. Now,
how do you do it? It doesn't matter.
No,
they
cheating this year.
participated though. They participated, and that's the most important part, guys. Is that we're actually participating. You know what I mean? And so these kids are having fun. Did they have fun?
Oh yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Now my favorite part is warming up the Zumba. I really get into the Zumba.
Oh.
Yeah,
and it's
fun.
special this year because they're gonna teach. It's not Zumba. It's not your cha. What do you dance? Machata. It's not your machata. You and he.
She said machata.
Horchata.
There's gonna be machata.
Machaca. Con huevos.
So they're gonna teach CPR. Also, in the middle of it, they're gonna have a bunch of nurses teaching CPRs on the not dummies, but the bodies. That
I'll be a dummy.
You already are.
Oh, my heart. Kiss me.
Anyways, yeah. So we're teaching CPR out there this year during the warm up.
Nice.
Again, everything's about awareness.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything's about awareness.
The more information you know, the better decisions you can make.
Yep.
When you know better, you do better.
So that's the 2-for-1 special, guys.
Let's switch it up and let's talk about them.
All right. So now that we got you guys here, just for our young audience as well, people coming up, you guys been in the industry of mortgages, real estate for how many years now?
20. Started appraising.
Don't put me that. I don't want to give them my age like that, but it was 2005 when I started.
Well, don't lie. We were appraising.
I thought you said you were getting younger.
About the 2000 is when we started appraisals, and then it just.
So take us through a quick, summary of your whole career leading up to.
Let me start at the beginning. So
and then we'll pick up Will at 2005.
Okay, yes. So 2000, we bought our first house, and we're stoked, and we're like, oh yay! We had no furniture in it. We had folding chairs, but he had his Xbox, and so we didn't have much furniture. But the kids had beds, we had beds, and stuff like that. And then we'd see our neighbor, and she'd get a new couch one day, and then the next day she'd get a new TV, and then the next day and we're like, what is she doing?
What's going on here?
So I went in and asked her. They're still our friends. I went out there and I asked her. I said, hey, Melissa, what do you do? Why are you getting all this new stuff? And I found out she was an appraiser. She's like, you should try it, and you can learn from me, blah, blah, blah. And from there it started.
So quick, for people that don't know what an appraiser is, what's an appraiser?
They determine the value on a property.
Okay, perfect.
So, for you to get your loan, you need to have a certain
value in the house.
Yeah.
You're buying or refinancing.
Buying or refinancing. So we went and we started doing appraisals from there. And then after that, this guy decided to get his real estate license. It's on to you.
Is that 2005?
And then hands out the
No.
plug.
That was 2002. Hey, I'm really giving it away now.
Give it up.
Yeah. So no, yeah, we started doing the appraisal. That started being a huge success. Obviously, the market was doing phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then
I was still 4th grade.
Even though our first purchase was at an 8.175 or something. That's what it was at our first house.
Your first rate?
Our first rate was an 8.175.
And people are crying for like a 4.0 right now?
it was 8.25.
Can you believe that? 8.25, yeah. It was crazy.
8.25.
Yes.
And then people are crying.
Well,
for
because
4. Yeah, I know,
that's all
yeah.
they know now, yes.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's insane.
But go ahead, sorry.
But no. After that, we got into, we ended up getting 2 more properties after that. And, you know, you want to have the little taste of success. You just want to continue to, how do I keep going? How do I keep moving forward? And so my ambition at that time was ginormous. I have 3 kids, Christian and Gian and Devin. They were about 6, 7, 8 years old. And so, you know, as a father, I just want to give them everything, everything that I didn't have, you know, and I certainly didn't have much. You know, I grew up in a single family home with just my mom and 5 other siblings, and it was pretty crazy, you know?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you got to see my apartments this morning.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, we passed by there today.
Yeah, Sandy Skidrow. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Yes,
Old
it was pretty
stomping
crazy.
grounds.
So my ambition has been always just, you know, pretty big. Just wanted to be successful, and so I transitioned into doing mortgages. And then we opened up our first office in San Isidro. As a matter of fact, it was right above the F Street bookstore. And we'd actually laugh about that. We'd say our waiting room is downstairs if you like to wait. But, you know, we did so good just, you know, because we're determined and we were working hard at that time and we were doing great. We're doing very, very good. And then 2008 came, the mortgage meltdown, and it was just like, oh my God, we worked so hard to have 10, 11 properties. And then
we melted down.
We melted down with the mortgage meltdown.
Wow.
It was tough, guys.
And for, you know, the young audience that didn't go through that themselves, how crucial was that moment in time?
Well,
I know I was like in 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah,
we were
I have
young.
a story to relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. You know, you just kind of back to the relearning, right? The market just tells you that you can work really hard and you can save as much as you can, but in a blink of an eye, the man upstairs will either take it away from all of you and make you learn your lessons, you know? And so we learned a valuable lesson at that time.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That's it. You know, that's it.
Listen to that one, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know, the good thing is we had the resiliency of not wanting to just stay where we're at and become complacent, although it was very difficult. And my mind was telling me going to a different type of business, you know, but I had a great support from my wife. My kids have always been so supportive, and they really been my foundation, my wife and my kids, you know, just seeing them right there being so vulnerable and gullible. Hey, Dad, you know, what we're going to do next, just taking them to the pool, and that was good. They weren't asking for all the other trips, you know, that they had prior to, so that was good. 2010, transitioned into just working with military. I had the pleasure of working with one of my good friends, Derek Barksdale, and it all went, everything just changed. You know, I had an epiphany and I just got on my knees and prayed to the man upstairs. I'm serious. I got on my knees, prayed to the man upstairs and just asked him, like, what do I do next and how do I do this? And it was just saying, just be yourself. Like, for whatever reason, something just said, just be you.
And boy, are you.
You know, because a lot of times we try to mimic what other people, or you try to pretend that people want this type
Put on
of
a facade, yeah.
You know, and that's all bullshit.
And I'm glad you touched on that subject because I feel like a lot of people in our age right now are going through that, you know, trying to be something that they're not, just to, you know, put on that facade, you know, say that like, oh, this is the life I'm living, but really inside I'm depressed or going through shit, you know, because you see it all over social media. And I mean, you guys didn't grow up with social media, which is crazy because our generation is just like, that's what they know. It's like a norm, it's norm for them. So opposed to like us growing up with social media and you guys not growing up with social media, how do you guys see, you know, our generation?
Whoa.
It's crazy. Like we would have, I remember being in high school and my mom would always say, have a quarter in your pocket.
Yeah.
And we needed the quarter so that we can make a phone call at the payphone to call them to come pick us up.
What's a payphone?
Now, and now my kids, my kids are like, Mom, you know, I always have to have $20 in my pocket. I mean, it's just changes in times. It's
cost of living goes up too.
COLA. It's all cost of living, everything. Yes, it's.
Yeah.
It's something but something I hear a lot is like, does that 2008, is that always like in the back of your head?
Oh gosh,
just being
yes.
like, you know what? Just we always have to prepare ourselves for God knows what, and it's always gonna be in the back of your head for every single thing you do. Almost kind of like.
You know what? It becomes yes. It's a yes and a no, right? Because I still take, I still, it's fearful, but I can still do things and move forward. I don't fear it where it's going to just completely stop me from doing something, you know? On the contrary, it's like, let's just try it out. It is what it is. That's how I was raised, you know what I mean? You're not going to know how to handle a situation if you just don't go through it.
You have to learn a different way, I guess, of doing it.
Yes.
You know, because like if you look at the drop off of realtors and loan officers between 2008 and 2009, it's
Half
like
of
more than
yeah,
half. It was
yeah.
so many. The people who survived through it are most of the successful people still, because they stayed with it, stuck to it, and just found a different way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, now I'm actually, I don't want to give my age, but I just give it away. But, you know, I'm 46. And, you know, the difference is now as you get older, your priorities and your ambitions start to change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, call it complacency. And sometimes I say to myself, am I just becoming complacent?
I think it's a different type of fulfillment.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. You know, and, you know, experiencing a loss and stuff like that and having the children, it's like my priority is different now. You know, now I want to give in a different way, and I want to just kind of, hey, you know what? Small is not so bad. Mm-hmm. I don't have to, you know, carry everybody's burden. You know, when you're growing big teams and stuff like that, you're just like, it's like a 24/7 babysitting.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
feel like I just heard that somewhere.
Yeah, you did yesterday.
The conversation we had.
Needless to say, but yeah, you know, it's those things that you just kind of like, you know what I mean? It's sometimes just a smaller group and just focusing on yourself and your team and your family. You know, for some people like myself, that's what I enjoy. You know, and I finally discovered that's I'm not about the big teams. I'm about small and just personal,
Trustworthy, people you feel comfortable with.
happy.
happy.
Family, we're a family.
Yeah, we are.
Well,
Yeah.
literally, it's a family here. So.
Yeah. No, and it's cool because even Andy said it the other day. The best thing is that we get to work with our family. You know,
Yeah.
like who has the luxury of being able to
Yeah.
work with people that they love. You know, and be able to have that camaraderie and work together as a team and make everything, you know, fluctuate well.
Absolutely.
I'm like, dude, it's freaking
Absolutely.
awesome. Like, who else gets that?
Yeah, and so here we are, guys. I mean, we do great, and you know, we do right for our clients, and we do our very best. And you know, we believe in the motto of just full transparency.
Is there anything you would change, pretty much?
You know, the only thing that I would change is just myself. It's just becoming more knowledgeable and learning to communicate with different type of people, right? Because a conversation with you is going to be a lot different than with Brian, etc. And just understanding the personalities, I think that's something that personally I would like to change more of, so I can just have a better understanding of the situation, what they want, and stuff like that. That's what I'm driven more towards.
How about for you, Tanya? Is there anything you would change, maybe?
No, I'm just happy that this guy's here because it's like I have my, you know, I have Cristian in the office. It's I love having Brian in here. It brightens my day. Got like a sister upstairs in Jimena. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. And like I get to work out with this guy every day too, so like he just freaking doesn't let me bitch out.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about the 33-day experience.
Wait, and I can't forget, I have Andy, you know, who helps me do everything, and he calms me down when I'm just about to go through the roof.
Andy.
Like, Andy's like my savior in here.
We have definitely an awesome.
Sometimes you just gotta talk to Andy, tell him, and he kind of tells you back in like a way like, oh yeah, why didn't I just think about it like that?
Yeah.
Easy way to, you know, calm you down.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, you actually just went through 33 days of paying dues and then still going at it. Like, what has that been for you, and how has that helped and changed?
Well,
Help
you
you
know,
change.
first of all, I got to thank you, Marcos and Brian. You guys came up with a brilliant, you know, I don't want to say it's an idea. It's more of a movement, right? Because you guys created something that a lot of people do need in their lives. And when you put them out there and you're calling them out and they're joining and they're just posting and showing what they did of just staying active. You don't have to work out. Just stay active. Walk the puppy or whatever it is, you know. it just has this accountability partner. Even though they're not next to you, you have an accountability partner.
Yep, you're not alone.
Because you know you do your accountability partner is your cell phone.
Yep. Yeah, it really is. Like, man, if you're gonna put your pictures, if you're gonna put your whole life out there, then it's really use it for the benefit of
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
I'll tell you, my dogs are a lot happier because they get to go on walks.
That's what I was telling them. I'm like, I bet you they're so happy they're going on walks at least like 2 times a week.
Yes, they're so happy.
But it's a lifestyle that we all have to have, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, you guys are, look at it, it's ginormous. And my kids, Gian, Devin, Ashton, I mean, Dylan, these kids are like, they're athletes, man.
Yeah.
You know, they're good-looking kids. They're well-built. So it's like, I got to keep
They
up
do
with
it
them.
every day, so why
not
can't
us?
we?
Yeah.
Yes.
And T, you be working out too, I know. You
Yes,
CrossFit every day.
Yes, sir.
33-day challenge, guys. Thank you, guys. You guys, believe me, you changed my life. And posting, a lot of people are PMing right there, just saying, hey, thank you for putting that out there. And again, everything is about paying it forward, right?
Yeah.
All these things that we're learning, if we just kind of putting it right there, it's going to gravitate to somebody.
People are watching. They might not give you the recognition, but they're definitely, you know, watching you. They're like, oh, he's keep doing it. And eventually they're going to be like, I can do it too.
You got put in an uncomfortable situation because you had to travel. You were traveling as well, so that's.
Oh yeah, he still did it.
At the Hilton in Guam, I was actually a couple of days. I was my aunt's husband, and then
So we could get into the gym.
yeah, and then the couple before that, I was, you know, my dad's husband too.
Yes.
So that was the weirdest thing, you know what I mean? Thomas Cruz and William Cruz. Yeah, sorry, I could have been your husband or whatever. I don't know.
Hey, I have to thank you guys because he cooks.
Oh, he does. He does.
He makes fish. He makes chicken. It's super good too. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, I like that chicken's fire.
How many years has it been? 21 years we've been together. This is the first he's actually.
He's like, well,
fed me
I'm
a dinner
actually
he's
good
made.
at this. He's like,
It's amazing.
babe, why didn't I try this earlier?
It's good.
Well, listen, guys, husbands out there, right? The whole idea
guys,
is
listen up.
not to be a burden on your wife. Yeah, and the contrary is to be as least maintenance to your wife. You gotta. My wife is just such a hard worker. She comes in here and she's just like busting, and then she like puts the Uber and Lyft, you know, cap on, and there she goes picking up kids. Yesterday she was at the hospital with Dom. You know, I'm sorry, but even sometimes their own family don't do as much as what my wife does for them, and that's just incredible. So I see my wife doing all these things. I got to put my part. So I do also wash dishes and.
Oh yes, he has been washing dishes.
He's like, he's like, if you're gonna give me credit, give me all my credit.
Yes. He washes
I know,
dishes.
and then you took out that the beehive. The beehive.
No. That's
still there.
No, that was not a beehive. It was a hornet hive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta misinterpret that. But anyways, that's a whole different story right there.
Cut that.
How is it working with how is it pretty much just working with your wife? Like,
you know what? I know it could be difficult because we're gonna speak to each other in certain ways, right? And I'm one of those. Yeah.
Oh shoot! Here we go.
I'm one of those.
This is it.
that's what we wanted.
The gloves are off now. No.
I just feel sometimes it's like a sport for them, or like, you know, like they kind of just, let me see if I push this button, what's gonna happen.
Back and forth. You're like this.
But then it's funny because then they go back and forth at it, and then one of them will be like,
Yeah.
I'm like, but at the end of the day, they'll be like back to happy. I'm like,
the truth is, it has its challenges.
Yes.
You know, and again, you know, one of the things I want to change is understanding people's personalities. And sometimes I don't get it all the way, right? So, but my whole motto is once we enter that door of the office, all the personal and everything has to stay out there. It's got to come to business, and we got to do what's right for our clients. I mean, we're getting people in the biggest debt of their life. So all of us five, we call it the Fantastic Five here in the office. Andy, Jimena, Brian, Tanya, and myself. You know, we got to learn to work together. We got to learn that we got to combine our forces and be one so that the client feels the same way, right? We don't want to put them to that nervousness and are things not going to happen or anything like that. So it's just like now all of us just have to think alike and pull the weight, you know what I mean? Like I would do, and take ownership. So sometimes we don't see eye to eye, and it gets a little, or you know what? I'm out.
But you know, we're always right. He men and I, the women are always right, so it doesn't matter. You know.
See, I was gonna say because we do have a lot of friends that are couples and they're working together. So I was gonna say, what's the
We've-
advice? But the woman's always right.
I've always been in the office. The difference from going from downstairs.
Hey, Marcos is a woman, so I guess he's always right.
hey, I'm just always right. No,
Yeah.
The only difference
Says
was
the
going
woman.
downstairs to upstairs, and now we're in closer proximity to each other and are dealing with the same files. I'm not just coming in here to be the accountant anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm learning way more being here. He's teaching me a lot. Jimenez teaching me a lot. You're teaching me a lot, and
I think we all learn
I think
from
we're
each
okay.
other. Yeah.
We're doing well.
And even for me, like being like the youngest person in the office, like I learned from all you guys because like now, like obviously you guys got more years of experience on me. So it's like I get to see like, oh, that's how that works. And then seeing you guys, like my parents weren't always together like that. So it's like, you know, a different perspective for me. Like, oh, when I grow up, I want to have my family like this.
Oh, well, wait, let me ask you.
Yeah.
So, how do you think it goes in the office with us being here together?
I love it.
Okay, then. So do we.
And did we have to say that I'm the youngest one?
I'm the youngest one actually.
Oh.
There you go. 5. And,
Okay, the least experienced one.
and we're gonna say the Fantastic Five, 5.5.
I give you a 6. We're 6.
Well, no, I'm just saying 5.5 because
I'm not
he's
even
not
6.
fully in the mortgage industry. He does the other things, but okay, gotcha.
But he's gonna help with some videos, so he's it's 7 now. You're 2 people.
Oh, bro,
There
she
you go.
said you're a 6.
I'll take that higher than I can get. That's usually higher than what you
Okay, then it was a compliment. You're like,
Yeah, I'm so happy.
finally, I'm not a 4. Oh man! All right, so now we're gonna get into what I like to call the lightning round, and I'm just gonna ask you guys some questions. I never know what the questions are. Marco just makes them on the go. So I'm just
So there's ones I'll say memo. That's for
Yeah.
And then, but the other ones they don't even say their names. That's for both of them.
okay.
And are we
Perfect.
supposed to answer fast?
I mean, you can, but it never happens. Usually we just all keep talking. Like you say an answer, and then Brian will be like, "Oh yeah, me too." And then we all talk about it. So whatever.
And then we get stuck on one, and Marcos gives me a look like,
Brian, hurry up.
it just, ooh, there goes a squirrel. All right, Tanya, what is your favorite thing in your closet?
I want to say tennis shoes, but maybe my purses. No, all my Lululemon.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Shout out Lululemon.
Shout out to Lemon.
Can I have a discount?
Yeah.
Hard to get one.
All right, Memo, describe yourself as a teenager in 3 words.
Holy crap!
There you go. That was
That's
the
a
thing.
good one.
Holy shit. Oh, it's 2 words. Holy crap.
Yeah, 2 words. Holy crap. God have mercy.
God have mercy.
Pray for mom.
Oh, shit. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk.
None.
None. No chocolate?
No milk.
Milk.
For sure.
What's wrong?
Light.
What's wrong with dark?
It's good for you.
It's too, I don't know.
It's too dark.
Yeah, you need to swallow with some water or something.
Oh, crap. Here we go.
Yeah.
If you had a spirit animal, what would it be?
Ooh.
I want to be like
You
a
guys.
Black Panther or something. I have no clue where that came out from.
Black Panther.
Like a Black Panther would be like slow, stealth, and sly and fast. And
I'm gonna be like Scarface. I thought Jew my lady tiger.
wait, you said spirit animal.
Spirit animal. Jew my lady tiger.
My lady tiger. Will?
What a lion. The lion.
The lion?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
The lion takes over
What
everything.
is it? Who's Simba?
Arr.
No, Simba. Arr. No.
Mufasa? No.
I was gonna sing, yeah.
Simba's good.
When I was a young warthog.
Hey, cut that part. Cut that part. Hey, cut. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Ooh. Pepperoni, of course. Just have the
I'm not a big pizza eater. I'll do pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Memo, what's your favorite boy band?
boy band. The Cure.
The Cure. Nice.
Okay.
Tanya,
Just one way to dance it and easy.
Tanya, spell Memo's full name backwards.
Holy crap.
His full name.
Yeah.
SEROLFN.
That's the last name.
Oh, you want his? That's
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Full first name.
full first
Yeah,
name.
'cause obviously I
Oh,
I'm just reading
M-E-M.
what they prompted me here, huh?
yeah.
Would you like William? Would you like
like
Memo?
William,
Which
William.
one? William is MILLAIW. Did I get it right?
Whoa.
Hey, you know I suck at spelling, so yeah.
I think everyone does in this room so besides me. So
I'm looking at Marco.
It was
like,
right.
Yeah, Marco, is that right?
It was right.
Yeah, sure. What's your favorite type of food?
Pizza.
Lolitas.
Ooh, I love
Lolitas. Lolitas.
Pizza.
If you could swim in any liquid, what would it be?
Oh.
Where's this coming
It can't be water.
Coke.
That's, yeah.
McDonald's Coke.
Yeah. Only if it's from McDonald's, not the Burger King.
Yeah, only McDonald's Coke.
Write it down. Will?
Dang, dude. For now, Celsius.
Yeah. He just made me order like 20 cases right now.
You'll
Yeah.
never go to sleep. You'll be in the pool just like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Making sure we're, yeah.
What has been your worst haircut of all time? Remember
my
when you
mom
had one?
cut
Oh my God, he had a
My mom
mullet.
cut. No, my mom cut it. She freaking, when I was a kid, there was no barber. I didn't know what a barber was. I knew what my mom barber was.
Ven pa' acá, mijo.
No, hell yeah. She literally put the plate on there.
Oh, he did have a bowl haircut.
he had a bowl
yes,
cut.
he had a
Oh,
bowl
yeah,
cut. He
bro.
looked like his sister. They look like twins.
Yeah,
They'd
we
call
look
them
like
twins.
They used to call me gorda. You know what I mean? Because my sister and I looked like
You
each
turned
other.
around. Oh, no, that's Memo.
Yo, like seriously, bro. Like seriously, it was like, I don't know if you, boy, you guys are too young for that, but they had the Three Stooges.
Oh,
Manny Moe
God.
and Jack, and I look like
Not Manny Moe and Jack.
Oh,
That's the tire guys.
That's
It's Mo.
That's Pep Boys.
Yes.
The Three Stooges.
It's Larry, Mo, and Curly. Larry, Mo, and Curly. Manny, Mo, and Jack.
I always get those two confused.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
There's three guys.
Happens to me.
There's three guys and three guys. So, but like seriously,
Oh, man. He's like,
it
oh,
was
wait,
that
that's-
good.
What about you, Tanya? What was your worst haircut?
My worst haircut, 8th grade. I had bangs, and then we used to put all this Aquanet, and then we'd puff them up to here, and then it was short here, and then it had a little long, like, tail all through the back. It's weird. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah. It's been long ever since. We don't go short.
Yeah,
What's your favorite sound?
music.
Yeah, yours is music. Yeah.
T?
My kids' voices.
Oh, wow. Nah.
It was like music.
I mean, I love my kids. Trust me, but nah.
You love music. You always have.
I gotta tone 'em out.
At like 7 a.m. and like we're like waking up to doom, doom, doom.
Well, he sits outside for like, I give it 3 minutes. Well, he says he's warming up the car, but he's choosing his music and plugging it in.
Yes.
Yes.
To the Bluetooth yesterday.
See, tell you that's it.
New cars. That's a
No,
new car.
no. He sits,
He's
and
like,
then
we're
I'm
not
like,
supposed to talk about
That's
that.
a new car.
and I'm like, why are you sitting here so long? He's like, you're warming up the car, Tanya.
It's like it's 2019.
No, it's a Bluetooth.
Cars no more.
We gotta turn it to the dealer right back how we got it.
So this next one, there's gonna be a blank, and you gotta fill it in with your name and repeat after me. So we'll start with you and then go over to you. All right, my name is blank, and I get my energy from.
My name is William, and I get my energy from the people who surround me.
I'm gonna say life.
You know,
Life and the people that surround me.
So Tanya,
Yeah.
if you go.
Oh, it's mine
Tanya,
too.
My name is blank, and I get my energy from.
My name is Tanya, and I get my energy from the people who surround me.
Bam. Dude, are they a married couple or what? They both said the same thing.
My name is. Now it's gonna be like Eminem.
What?
My name is.
Who?
My name is.
Chicken, chicken,
My
slim
name is-
shade.
You want me to sing again? Here it's
All right, guys, cut. All right, guys, that's it. We're gonna go right up here. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you to our sponsor.
And thank you to our biggest sponsor, Mortgage Heroes. Thank you so much. We wouldn't do it without you guys. We love you guys. And if you guys need to get refinanced or need to purchase a house, you guys need to call us right now.
Get your heart screen.
Right
mean,
now.
It's just a bunch. If they're gonna do the hike, make sure you bring your passport or your green card.
Yeah.
Ah, no.
We're out there.
Let me
you never
show
know.
you why. This is what he
You
says.
never know. You never
No.
know. Just saying, the American citizen may not work at times.
No.
I'm just saying.
It's just, this is the picture of us last week
Single file.
because they switched the
She was our
hike. So
coyote.
there's no, I was the coyote, yes. Since there's no, it's switchbacks, or you have to, there's switchbacks now, so you can't go straight up the hill, so you basically have to go in a line
just
up
saying.
the hill.
I'm just saying, you know.
Isn't that funny?
Bring your botas.
I'm like, what?
Okay,
ready?
well, If you're gonna show,
U.S. citizen, what do you mean?
Yeah, you got to practice American citizen.
we need more than that.
Citizen.
That's everyone that came. So we need more than that.
Yeah. What's your social security? Dang it, I didn't practice that one.
I'd like to give a big shout out to our AED sponsors.
Yep.
Yes.
Marcos had the privilege of actually meeting Saves Zara and his team. Amazing person, amazing team. I'm telling you, it's wonderful to see people step up to the plate. Herb Knox, Mike Drew, you know, all these people, Northwestern Financial, all you guys. My heart is indebted to you guys. You guys have really stepped up to the plate, and I just can't thank them enough for allowing us continue what we love and enjoy doing. So we really appreciate that. Who? Tanya? Like,
I don't know. The 15 all
Exactly.
AEDs. You're
Come
selling
on.
them. You're our salesman.
I'm not selling them. I'm just thanking these people that are really stepping up to the plate when we're asking, you know, with no hesitation.
It's never too late.
Ron at
It's never too
Worldwide.
late. Yeah,
Mr.
I thought I said
Bossman.
my boss. Oh, dude.
The
Ron.
best boss in the world.
Dude, it's the best boss, best owner. The guy is truly a genuine person. Sam Smargon, you know, everybody at Worldwide Credit, we appreciate them. Northwestern, Herb Knox, man, that boy, man.
Shout out, Big Herb.
He's challenging everyone.
He's challenging. That guy steps up.
Yeah, we
Mike
built this.
Drew out of the blues just contacted us, man, and dude, it was different when you get a call from somebody saying they're gonna give you something where you're not making that call. It's just a
And you're not
different
asking.
feeling.
They're just saying, hey, I want to help.
From the
Yeah, no,
bottom of the
exactly.
heart.
Because, I mean, it's hard for me to ask. I don't like asking, but when it becomes a cause that we're trying to create a movement and place AEDs in local schools here in Sweetwater, you know, it's incredible. Remember, guys, and I'm sorry I'm stepping back here to Cristians Big Heart, right, and all that.
That's the whole point.
But the schools are only going to do the minimum requirement because the budget, that's what they allow. Nothing wrong with what the schools are doing. On the contrary, thank you. You know, but there's only one AED. So if we have a child collapse while they're playing football or they're doing tennis or they're doing any of that, where do they have to go?
Well, so you played youth football.
Yeah.
So they're requiring them next year. So, I mean, even youth sports are going to have them.
Where do they
But
require them?
I don't, see, that's the thing is I don't think it's per team when you leave somewhere. I think
like district?
one program, so the Panthers need one, the Buccaneers need one, the Broncos need one.
Hey.
But I don't think it's per team as you travel.
Well, everybody, you know, that listens, you know, you guys got little brother, you guys got little siblings. I know
Yes.
most of the people that listen are athletes as well and have family that are athletes. So it shouldn't even, you know, be a question. You guys should definitely come out, donate whatever you can, and just, you know, spread the word because you don't know whose life you could save, honestly. It's really important that we keep spreading the word and the message.
All our sponsors,
That's all that it
everything.
is.
Thank you.
Everybody
You're helping
for the
out the
support.
community as well,
Yeah,
so-
everybody. And we could just come together and grow in numbers. Like, you know, everybody kind of knows each other here in the community. So it's like, it's not even a question when it comes together for a cause like this, you know? So thank you guys
That's
for
right.
your time, yeah.
The strength is in the numbers.
Yep.
So we appreciate everybody and thank you guys for tuning in, listening to us. And, you
course.
know, this is, although it looked fun and everything, it was, but it's for a great cause, it's for a great purpose. So thank you for concerning and joining us. We thank all our sponsors.
Project what?
Project X.
I needed that.
Thank you guys for listening. Subscribe, like, and leave a review and a message because we want to keep reaching as many people as possible. And just another reminder, Cristians Run, August 25th, 9 a.m. at Rohr Park. Sign up. Link will be in the bio. All right,
That's
guys.
it.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Woo!
Bye.
Nice.
Yay! See, that was good.